Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Today, Tuesday, June 3rd. It is almost officially summer. Today I found another home. We're going to carry on that same theme from yesterday, is affordable acreage. I found a home this morning in Brush Prairie. Let's get right to it. 22414 Northeast 200th Street in Brush Prairie, 3 beds, 4 baths, 2469, built in 1981. This home sits on 2 acres for $715. That's 2 homes in a row, back to back, under $750,000 with 2 acres. So if you're looking for affordable acreage, which hasn't been available, I haven't seen it all year, we got 2 in a row. Let's see, this home is listed by Brenda over at eXp Realty. She has a short description. Brenda says, discover the charm of 22414 Northeast 200th Street in Brush Prairie. This lovely home features fresh paint, new carpeting, a spacious lower basement with endless potential. Transform the basement into a workspace shop, or even an Airbnb or an ADU. Enjoy the privacy of this beautiful, peaceful retreat and relax on the large deck. Stay comfortable with the efficient heat pump and cozy wood burning fireplaces. All right, schedule showing today. Let's take a look. Short and sweet. All right, interesting architecture. I don't hate it. Looks like we have a gravel drive to a concrete driveway. Lots of trees. Before we dive into this, let's see exactly where in Brush Prairie we are at. Okay, so we're pretty east deep into Brush Prairie, but north of Hawkinson. All right, let's go back to the pictures here. Kind of looks like maybe a circle drive. We'll have to take a look at, hopefully there's a drone shot in here. All right, nice clean entry. You can tell there's fresh paint on the outside. Now keep in mind this home was built in 1981. It looks pretty updated, except for maybe these fixtures. But that's an inexpensive upgrade. So you have an entryway here, kind of a dividing wall into a living space. That looks, those could be hardwoods. That would have been great to have in the description. It does not look like laminate to me. It does look like hardwoods. All right, so the entry comes in here. You have a little cutout in the wall. Utility room. Going out to the garage. Okay, here's our kitchen. Tile floor, carpet in the living room. Looks like we're dealing with granite countertops, vaulted ceilings, wood burning stove. Kind of a cool staircase. This hard surface on the island here, on the is straight out of the 80s, but I think it works still. I like it. You know, a couple grand on fixtures would really bring this house up to date. Kind of a cool galley style kitchen, lots of windows. I like the cabinets. Now keep in mind we're dealing with under $750,000, so we're not going to see the fancy tile backsplash and all that stuff. Okay, this looks like a wood burning fireplace in. Okay, so this must be around the entry, must be the dining area. This is a family room, and then the living room is off of the kitchen. Loft area upstairs. Couple skylights. I'm not quite sure what this is on the ceiling. Guest bath, bonus room upstairs. Yeah, this listing could really benefit from a floor plan. I'm kind of lost at where we're at in the house, but it's okay. Guest bath. Okay, so this must be the primary with the slider out to a nice big deck. And then here's our primary bath. This looks like another primary or ensuite. Kind of mirrors the other one. You have a patio or a slider out to the deck, bathroom, walk-in closet. Backyard needs a little TLC. Could restain the deck, but it's a nice big deck with mature trees. Okay, here's our drone shot. So heavily wooded acreage, but pretty private. All right, what do you guys think? Not a horse property. It's not flat, clear acreage, but it's 2 acres if you're looking for that privacy. In Brush Prairie, there are currently 40 homes for sale. The median list price for sale properties is $1.1 million. So we're $400,000 under that. For properties that are pending, $779, and then for sold properties, $875. So we're below the market. Now, when we look at financing options, just like yesterday, I'm looking at FHA, 3.5% down, 10% down, and 20% down. If I'm selling the house and rolling over equity, personally on this house, I'm holding a chunk of that equity back to come in and do some updating on the house, the fixtures, restain the deck, probably replace the carpet, and clear out a lot of that landscaping. So that's going to take some cash. So if we did FHA, I'm only bringing in $36,000 out of pocket with an interest rate of 6.46, which is coming from my mortgage or from Mortgage News Daily, my go-to resource for all things interest rate related for national averages. If you want a custom quote, you can call me and I can give you a quote exactly where interest rates are today for you. But for a national average, 6.96 for our conventional 30-year fix, and then FHA 6.46. So 36 grand out of pocket, $5,200 a month, $5,247. If we come in and we put 10% down, our interest rate 6.96. Our payment drops $368, and our cash to close is $83,000. Now, I noticed a mistake here on the 20% down, so let me correct that really quick. But you can kind of see for $386 more a month, I can keep 50 grand in my pocket, comparing 10% down to FHA. And 50 grand will go a long way on this house. Now, if we wanted to come in with 20% down, interest rate still 6.96, our payment drops $949 from FHA to $42.98 a month, and our cash to close is $155,000. So you can see here it gives us some options if we don't want to put all of our equity towards this purchase. It doesn't hit our payment that much, where we could really bring in some remodeling, some landscaping, and add a lot of value to this property. So there you go. That's Tuesday's Daily Home of the Day on the My Mortgage Hound YouTube channel. We'll be back tomorrow. If there's any properties you want to see featured on the channel, let me know. All right, guys, have a great Tuesday. See you tomorrow.